Hey guys, what's up? It's Patrick of Coaster Fanatics, and today I'm bringing you my list of the top roller coasters at Six Flags Great America. This is one of the most elite parks in the Six Flags chain. Great America has 13 roller coasters in its lineup, with a 14th being built for 2017, and that's the Joker, which is an S&S free spin. Similar to Cedar Point, Six Flags Great America has an excellent variety of roller coasters in its lineup. See where I rank them starting now. Sitting in the 13 and 12 spot by default are the Kiddie and Family coasters. In the number 13 spot, I have Spacely Sprocket Rockets, the Vekoma Roller Skater coaster. In the number 12 spot, I have the Little Dipper, the Philadelphia Toboggan Jr. coaster. This coaster originally operated in the now closed Kiddieland in Melrose Park. Great America purchased this coaster for $33,000. It was refurbished and later reopened in 2010 in the Yukon territory of Six Flags Great America. Next in the 11th spot, I have the Dark Knight, the Mack Wild Mouse coaster. So this is one of the few Wild Mouse coasters I actually like. It's a fun indoor coaster that's good for the whole family. It has an excellent Batman and Joker theme with lots of static pieces, great audio, and lots of cool lighting. Every time I've been to this park, the Dark Knight is always one of the longest wait times, especially if the weather is a little sketchy, so be prepared for that, you guys. In the number 10 spot, I have a true classic and a roller coaster landmark, the Whizzer, the Schwarzkopf Speed Racer coaster. There are only 2 of these coasters left in the entire world, with the Whizzer being the only one here in the United States. This is an iconic coaster that is fun for the whole family. You won't find many coasters these days with a spiral lift hill. The Whizzer is actually very thrilling. It has a top speed of 42 miles per hour and features lots of tight overbank turns that get the train really close to the ground. Like I said, it's fun for the whole family and is a great first coaster for a young person who is just starting out. Next in the number 9 spot, I have the Demon, the Aerodynamics Looping Coaster. I used to think that this was one of the roughest steel coasters, but then I got more experience on other aero loopers. Since then, the Demon isn't that bad. It is one of the best themed aero loopers with lots of stone structures that the train passes through and this awesome tunnel with vintage lighting. I think the Demon has the best trains of any aero looper. Recently, Six Flags had some custom airbrush flames painted on the trains that look awesome. Overall, it's a good ride and is one of the few aero loopers I recommend riding. In the number 8 spot, I have the Viper, the wood coaster built in-house by Six Flags Great America. This is the only roller coaster ever built directly by any Six Flags park. The Viper is almost the exact same layout as the famous Coney Island Cyclone, except it's actually a little bigger. It's a pretty good coaster, you guys. It's actually pretty smooth and gives some decent airtime. I like how the chain just barely gets the train over the lift hill. It just kind of sits there for a few seconds before it drops. Viper is a great wood coaster for someone who is just starting out. It's only 100 feet tall and isn't too intense. Next in the number 7 spot is the famous Batman the Ride, the B&M Inverted Coaster. This is the first invert ever built by B&M, and since then it has been cloned at least 12 times with installations all around the world. It is actually a great ride. It features 5 inversions in its compact design and is very intense. People love this ride, which is why there are so many clones. For many people, this was the first roller coaster they ever rode with inversions. I know it was for me. I actually really like the loading station on this coaster. It has a huge Batman logo on the ceiling and plays a lot of the old songs from the original Batman movies. This ride is good for all thrill seekers, and I highly recommend riding it. Sitting in the number 6 spot is Vertical Velocity, the Intamin Impulse Coaster. You guys already know that I love these coasters. Although Vertical Velocity isn't the best impulse coaster, it's still a great ride. I've said it many times in my videos, nothing beats a good launch. Vertical Velocity has a good one. All in all, it's a fun and thrilling coaster that is a must ride. Now for our top 5. In the number 5 spot, I have Superman Ultimate Flight, the B&M Flying Coaster. This is another B&M coaster that's been cloned multiple times. It's for good reason though. Superman is a great ride. There aren't many B&M flyers around. In fact, this is the only one I've been on so far. It's a great ride, you guys. Very unique and thrilling. The best part, of course, is the pretzel loop, which is actually very intense. The rest of the ride is okay. It's mostly a few turns and some inline twists. My only complaint is that it isn't long enough. I really hope to ride some other B&M flyers this summer. Next, in the number 4 spot, I have the American Eagle, the Intamin Racing Coaster. I know some of you guys think I'm crazy putting the Eagle so high on this list. It's for good reason though. The American Eagle is sentimental to me because it was the first major roller coaster I ever rode. The American Eagle is the fastest, tallest, and longest racing coaster in the world. I must say it has gotten a little rough over the years, but it isn't over the top rough. It has a great red, white, and blue paint scheme that features a huge helix in the middle that is iconic in my opinion. All the times I've been to this park, when you drive down the highway to visit, it's the American Eagle helix that is the most eye-catching when you first arrive. My only issue with the Eagle is that the park almost never races it anymore. The last few times I've been to this park, they've only been running one train at a time, which kinda sucks. I actually kinda wish they gave the Eagle the RMC treatment like Twisted Colossus. That would have been awesome. Ranking in the number 3 spot, I have XFlight, the B&M Wing Coaster. This is a great coaster, you guys. It is literally the only wing coaster in the entire Six Flags chain. XFlight is a little unique compared to the other wing coasters because it is very compact. This coaster also features more near-miss elements than the other wing coasters, including an air traffic control tower that the train passes right through. Many people ask me which side is the best side to ride. I always say ride both sides because it is a different experience on either side. On XFlight, I actually prefer the left side, but the right is pretty good too. Now for our top 2, and honestly you guys, these are interchangeable. Sitting in the number 2 spot, I have Goliath, the wood RMC topper track coaster. This is an excellent coaster, you guys. My only complaint is that it's way too short. This is the only reason why it doesn't rank in at number 1. I will say that Goliath has the best 2 inversions of all the RMCs I've been on so far. It has a dive loop and a 0G stall. This inversion in particular is one of my favorites of all the different types of inversions. You just kind of hang there for a few seconds upside down and it's awesome. When Goliath first opened, it was the tallest, fastest, and steepest wood coaster in the world. Today it still has all those records except for fastest. Lightning Rod broke this record in 2016 by 1 mile an hour. Finally, you guys, rounding off this list in the number 1 spot, I have Raging Bull, the B&M Hypercoaster. Now let me start off by saying that I know a lot of you won't like that I put this at number 1. But I love this coaster, you guys. Most B&M Hypers have a pretty standard out and back layout with slightly different elements. Raging Bull is different because it has the twister layout. It's not my favorite Hyper, but it is in my top 3. It is just different and more unique, which is why it stands out for me. Most enthusiasts will tell you that it has no airtime. I strongly disagree. It doesn't have the best, but it still has some good elements. The thing I really like is the high-speed turns at the end. They get really close to the ground, and it's something you won't see on other Hypers. The trains are awesome looking, and the track has a nice rustic orange paint with black on the tubes, which really stands out. All in all, it's a great ride, and like I said, it can be interchangeable with Goliath, but since Goliath is so short, that is the main reason that Raging Bull ranks in as the number 1 coaster at Six Flags Great America for me. So there you have it, you guys. That was my list of the top roller coasters at Six Flags Great America. Did I get this list right, you guys? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section and share your Six Flags Great America roller coaster list. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash that like button. And if you're new around here, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a good one. I'll catch you all on the next video very, very soon.